Black Rain in black. The Apes Flying Poo in yellow, of course. And Dog Sergeant in pink. All right. They're going to fire the lobby up in just a second. So, again, this is round 2 of the Big Map Open. Today we're going to be playing on Conquest of Stockholm. This is going to be a world domination setting with progressive cards, blizzards, no fog, stable portals. We're going to see some bonus holding. We've seen a couple people try to go for 2 bonuses in the first couple games here in this round, and we've seen some held, some not held. But everyone should probably get at least 1 bonus. All right, let's see who's got the first turn here. Okay, Dog Sergeant number 1. Has good lines for half a bonus here on the little island there. Let's take a look at the bonuses actually. So he's got great lines on Helgen's Holman. But we'll see where he goes because it's cut in half for him. I don't know how he gets the bottom half of that. Okay, so we see with the blizzards there's a +5, I think that is. Does he roll? Okay, he rolled the 5v2 and he gets it. He gets it. Okay, he's going to pull in from the portal and he's going to sit there pretty well guarded. First turn +5 for Dog Sergeant. Hell of a roll, man. Okay, where does Mamba go? So Mamba looks like he might try to carve out that bottom right bonus, Sodermaim, which is also a +5. Going to take him a couple turns, though. Yeah, he's going to add 1 to the 3 next turn, add 1 to the 5, and should be able to grab that bonus. So he'll have a turn 2 +5. Dog Sergeant has the +5 in the first turn. Welcome into Destro. Glad you're here. All right, where does Apes go here? Okay, so he's going to go for that. Let's see, it's called Norra Malarnstrand. These Swedish names are tough to pronounce for sure. But that's a +4. So trying to keep pace with the +5s. Giving out hearts to everyone, asking them to please get out of the bonus. I don't know if it'll be that easy. Quarantine may pull that 3 out because he's going to go for that bottom right +3, Soldier Malarnstrand. All right, so Jack's going for the +6. Kormhenstorg. He's going for the Kormhenstorg bonus. It's a +6. I mean, other players are grabbing +5s, just, so it's really not too out of line to have a +6. He'll get that second turn. Again, Mamba's going to have a second turn. Abe's hoping for a second turn. I think Quarantine pulls that 3 out through the portal to the pink 1 that's above the bonus he's probably most likely going to get. There's a chance if you're Quarantined, do you try to go for something stronger than a +3? Black's going to get a +3 at the Trey Kronor. So the Black Green's got a +3. We'll see where he goes from there. Pulls the 3 out. Okay, he's gonna try to take that +4, the Soldier Salt Strand. Next turn. So Quarantine's gonna take this one. With the Blizzards, it's a 3 territory bonus, which is it's a +5. You're holding 3 territories in there. So these Blizzards are given some pretty crazy bonuses right now. And now Quarantine's going to have a shot at that +3 next turn easily as well. So that's going to be a huge start for him. Okay, so Dog Sergeant looks like he's trying to grab a second bonus there. Vostragamiastan, I think is how you say that. It's another +5. I don't know if they let him hold that if he gets it. That might be a mistake to do that. Mamba has nowhere to go with that 3. Okay, he's going to kill it all for Apes. That's nice of him. Also, not wanting Apes to fall too behind with all these players getting so strong. All right, so we see Dog Sergeant with a +5. Mamba now with a +5. Ape's about to get this +4. Jack's going to get the +6. Black Rain with a +3. We'll see where he goes. It looks like he's going to go for that +4, which will give him a +7, which, again, with +4s, +5s, +6 on the board already, it's not going to be too out of line to have a +7, I think. I don't know if people will break him for that. Now, Quarantine will get a +3, so then he'll have a +8. It's going to be a lot. So we'll see if he can hold that. But I don't think they let Dog Sergeant get that other +5. You're kind of running out of space on the board here, especially in the middle. So we'll see if they let him hold that because he's definitely going to try to take it. And Black Rain's going to do what we thought he would do. He's going to take that +4 to go with this +3. He's now got a +7. All right, Quarantine now holding a +8, and we'd like to see Quarantine have a good game here. He's had a few rough goes of it lately in some tournaments, and be nice to see him come out with a strong finish here. Okay, Dog Sergeant gonna take the other +5. I don't know that this is allowed to stand, right? Who's gonna break him though? You have to be strategic about it. Who can break him and not really see any retribution? Is it Mamba? I don't know how Mamba gets there without it rolling through a 5. Okay, Jack's asking Mamba to attack Pink, but Mamba doesn't really have a way to attack Pink. Maybe the best way to attack him is to take away his exteriors, if you can. Yeah, I was looking at Black off the 3 there. He could mash that middle 2 of the 3-2s there. Kind of keeps the 6 on the portal away from retribution, but that he is lined up on Black's other bonus, and losing a bonus even for a turn right now could put you behind. And being later in the turn order for the Black Rain, you might not want to risk that. Okay, Jax asked some players to break him, but he is not going to do any breaking himself. Yeah, I think the key here is to keep him off the island, right? Or off the territory, the bonuses to the left anyway. Helgens and Normame. Yeah, Jack's. I think he made the smart play there because he's. I mean, obviously he is lined up in the middle there from Dog Sergeant. So if he breaks him, again, okay. So the Black Rain does do what we thought. Um, Black Rain may be saying, hey, you can't have a +10, but Quarantine's got a +8 here, right? Dog Sergeant is earlier in the turn order, however, though. Excuse me. Quarantine putting a big attack stack up in his top bonus, right on the portal. I think that's a smart idea. Okay, he's going to go and he's going to sit in there too. And the good thing about him sitting in there is it kind of says to Dog Sergeant, like, hey, like, no, like, you're not holding 2+5s, right? We both got in here and are telling you no. And do not try to just. And he doesn't want to see Black Rain get slammed. It's his competitor, but he doesn't want to see anyone get too weak too quick for someone to take advantage of. Yeah, I thought that was a good play by Quarantine. It really conveys a message, right? Although he does risk being broken by the Black Rain in that bottom right of his bonus, of his +3, because he does have a +8, which is pretty substantial. Okay, we see Quarantine's exterior get eliminated by Apes. Probably a good play. And being later in the turn order, you don't want to be in just those two positions, right? Quarantine's going to look to spread out. Wouldn't be surprised if he hits that black 1 on the left side, on the portal, to kind of create that third position again. All right, so what does Jax do here? He's pretty well spread out. That 3 in the middle island, Holman, that's well guarded by Mamba. So he's got a nice kill guard on that. Okay, Jax is going to move up 1, still being decently kill guarded there. Okay, he's going to sit on the portal. I think that's a very smart play. You got to keep the two. So Dog Sergeant, Quarantine, they're very strong with bonuses. Try to keep them on the middle island. And Mamba as well. Mamba's in that second position. He'll be looking to make some kills, right? Come the second turn sequence, trade in sequence. And blocking that portal access on the left from Jax and then up top from Black Rain is key. I mean, that's going to keep some kills from happening, especially for them in the 4th and 5th position. All right, so Quarantine's just going to bulk up. He's going to put a little size on. 21 stack on the portal. Just gets a card in the middle. He's going to combine his 2s, it looks like. And it pulls a 6 back. Okay, does Dog Sergeant take that bonus now? We see him asking Quarantine if he can attack. And again, we're seeing Quarantine's point of view here, if you haven't noticed. Okay, so Dog Sergeant probably takes that bonus back, right? To say, let me see if I can hold this other +5. It's getting to the point where it won't make too much of a difference, but a few turns holding it certainly won't hurt, right? He's trying to get some kind of reassurance that he won't get broken. I don't think you're going to get that. But take it anyway, man. See what happens. Make him hit a 3. Okay, Ape's in a little bit of a rough position, being that he has the smallest amount of bonus production. He's getting a +4, and that's it. He's now up to 12 territories. We'll see what he can hold. Jack's getting that +6, plus he's got 14 territories. If I was Apes, maybe I hit a few more territories up in the top left there. Okay, Jax adds to the portal stack. Wants that to be nice and strong. Gets a card, moves along. Okay, we got Black Rain getting 10 troops. So Black Rain getting very strong. He's going to be a tough one to kill. I mean, I could see this going probably to the third trade in sequence. Third set of trades. Just based on the bonus production that these guys are all kind of getting. The fact that Dog Sergeant has nothing to the left of the board. Mamba as well. And I was just going to say, if someone doesn't open that portal, Mamba has no access out of there other than what he can add to his 1. But now that that has been hit, he'll be able to move his stack out of there if he needs to. We really are seeing these guys kind of just dedicated to their bonus areas. Jacks and Apes are the only one on the left side. We do see a 6 in the middle from the Black Rain, but that's really it. Other than that, everyone's just kind of in their bonuses, right around them. Well, I don't know if Apes can, right? Like, he has to go through Jax's 4, 5. He's got to hit 6 troops to get that, right? Maybe not the worst play. If you get a decent roll, it's probably worth it. Now, yeah, it probably is worth it. It is only +3. Mamba saying, get out of my bonus. Not sure that's... I don't think any of them leave. That's for sure. I mean, I could see Apes taking this bonus. Let's see what he does here. Okay, looks like he's going to do it. Good call, Nathaniel. Yeah, he's gonna roll the 4. Oh, he's gonna give him a turn to move the 4, and also give Mamba a card, I guess. He could have stayed there, and Mamba could have got a card to the backside of that island. Okay, Jax goes to the portal. Is he going to completely pull off the island, or... No, he blocks. He blocks Apes in. Jax Wild with a kind of a screw you to Apes there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Jax might want to move. I mean, maybe he's waiting a turn. I mean, at this point in the game, I don't know that you play that slow strategy when you're about to hit the second set of trades here. But he could have moved out, and probably if he lets Apes take that small +3, then Jax probably gets that top left bonus all to himself, all to his onesies. If I'm Apes, I'd be fuming over that. All right, Quarantine gets a card, moves along. All right. We got our first player to 4 cards in the second trade sequence. Who does Dog Sergeant have lines on? Black Rain, maybe? Quarantined? Yeah, I think Dog Sergeant's best lines are on Quarantine, right? He brings a 21 up to hit the white 1, right into Quarantine's bonus, and then 30 down low. He's got a few in the middle he's got to clean up. I don't know if I have enough with the 20 trade to do that. In fact, he won't have enough with the 20 trade to do that. Um, Although 30, let's see, 8, 8, 8, 24. Maybe his with the bonus production. Quarantine might want to think about breaking him, actually. Yeah, I don't know why Jax didn't move. I mean, he probably just wants to be spread out, himself, and he's on the portal with 2 nice stacks on portals. So it's not a bad position for him to be in. He's not worried about the extra bonus troops at this point, right? So, he's been getting a +6. He's in a good position. Okay, we saw Apes trade on 3. Black Rain trades on 3 now. So now we're looking at a 30 troop trade in here for a Dog Sergeant. Can he get Quarantine? So he's got enough troops to clean up the 8s, right? He's going to get 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 30. So he'll get 43. Yeah, Dog Sergeant has enough to clean up Quarantine here. Yeah, Dog Sergeant has such good lines here. It's a good point, Rue. Um, should the problem is even the person who does have 2 bonuses in Quarantine is the one who's getting lined up by Dog Sergeant. If I'm Quarantine, I definitely. Dog Sergeant's next in the turn order, so I don't know what he could do here. I was gonna say you could go through a portal and try to hide, but no one's really gonna have a turn to block you at all, to kill guard you. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, no trade. Quarantine just got a lifeline, man. I don't. He has a trade there. I think there's no way Quarantine survives. But but Mamba, does he have the lines to get to him? Does he have a lines for Jax? Maybe. The 10 in the bottom right. You can't really see it. You can barely see it right above Black Rain's avatar there, but um, doesn't look like he's going to go for a kill here. No, he's going to sit tight. Didn't really have the cleanest lines. He's going to build one big attack stack with the 67 to come up through the portal at some point. Yeah, I thought that Quarantine could have tried to find his way through a portal and hide. I just don't know if that would have done anything unless Dog Sergeant doesn't have a trade anyway. And as you saw, he doesn't have a trade, so he's good. Quarantine looks like he's going to get a trade unless Jax Wild can get to him, which I don't think he's going to get enough. Jax may be too spread out. And Jax's 21 is really doing no good for him. He might as well put that on the portal. Apes is the only person that he can really hit with that 21. Eventually he might be able to bring it up and attack the Black Rain. And he has decent lines on the black rain, right? He's got a 15 lined up against a 19. He's got a 12 lined up against a 16 of black rain. And he's, like I said, he's got that 21 that's able to come up, as well as a 16 from the portal. So eventually, Jax Wild will have really good lines on the black rain, for the next set of trades, but it's going to be a few turns. And there's 3 people ahead of him in turn order. So if he even gets the chance, we'll wait and see. Yeah, well, look, Dog Sergeant had perfect lines on Quarantine, so Quarantine having perfect lines on him makes sense. Black Rain. Gonna go for it. Okay, wow. Wow, getting good rolls. Well played. First kill of the game. Let me update the board here. Tough break for Dog Sergeant. He was in a great position and got that infamous no trade on 4, man. Okay, Black Rain got the 5 cards, trades in. Now he's going to be sitting on 4 cards then. I don't know can he kill someone right here? I don't think he has the troops for it. He's spreading out. Breaks Quarantine. Okay, so he's thinking Quarantine might be able to kill him. Let me weaken him as much as I can. No, but can Quarantine kill the Black Rain? No trade. No trade on 4. That is a deal breaker right there, man. That is tough. Don't hit him too hard, man. You're gonna feed the game. Okay, well, he broke me, so he's gonna break him back. Nothing else he can really do there. Quarantine maybe fighting for a better position. Maybe someone kills the Black Rain first. We'll see what Mamba does here. He's got a 67 stack pointed at everyone else, and a 16 as well. Is it enough to get through the portal and make a kill on either Quarantine or the Black Rain? Okay, we see Mamba hit. Okay, he's going to go after the Black Rain here. Okay, he's got the 67 coming down. Gonna pop it and come back. Okay, he's got a 40. And, yep, he's gonna go down around. He's got to get good dice. Good lord, he's gonna be a 27 v 27. Okay, he's gonna bring the 7 up, hit the 6, gets 4 off, gets good dice, gets the kill. Okay, so Black Rain kind of fed a little bit from Quarantine. I'm not sure if that was the move, but Quarantine's on 5 cards. He's screwed anyway. Might as well go for placement, I guess. Okay, breaks Apes. Definitely did not have enough to get Quarantine there. Trades are what, at 45? I think it was something like that. Okay, what is Apes? Can Apes get Quarantine here? 9 to 18, 19 there. No. Apes troops are just not positioned. That 15 being back there is just a waste of life, man. Yeah, that 15 needed to be out next to the portal, and if it was, then maybe you could have seen a run from Apes on Quarantine. I still don't think he would have had enough, but okay, we're going to see Jax go after Quarantine here. Try to get his 5 cards. Seemed like he was debating whether he should hit all of yellow on the way out. Doesn't bother to do it, though. He just is going to clean up. Hitting everything he can on the way to get the kill. And we're going to see Jax kill Quarantine here. Hopefully Quarantine jumps back in the game for us to view here. Thank you. Okay, he's going to go for Mamba. Oh, I don't know about this. Don't know about this move. I don't think he's going to... I mean, he'd have to get a perfect roll in that 38 and not lose anything. Yeah, I think that's a smart move. Not sure why he put his 61 there. So that's now locked from going anywhere. That white 7 and the white 1 up around the outside of the border there, that should not be opened at all. No one should be hitting those territories. Jax has locked his 61 stack in no man's land there. Okay. Mamba gets the kill on Apes Flying Poo. Also updating the scores as we go. Okay, so Jax is got to be kicking himself for locking that 61, man. What a mistake that was. Oh boy. Okay, Jax. Jax is making all types of pathing mistakes here. And now he's got to make a decision. Which stack do I bring out? Because Mamba, chances are Mamba could kill him here. No, not quite. Yeah, this Jax has blown this game from pathing mistakes. He's blocked his stacks both turns, and now he's going to pay the price. He's not going to be able to win. Yeah, I don't know what Jax is thinking here. It's not like him to. I mean, he didn't have other fortifies he had to make. Both the last 2 turns he brings out his stacks, and this game's already been over. So we see this game being fed to Mamba. So Jax right now has to try to break all these bonuses. And I think he's going to. Okay, good. He's got the bonuses broken. Pull out the 50. Now he's got it active. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Jax has here for cards, but even if let's see, he's got 50. Is price trade on 3? Nope, nope. There's really no way he can clean up Mamba from here. So Mamba's going to get another chance here. We'll see if he has the trade on 4. We assume he does. Jax is just going to hit as much as he can and really just pray to God that Mamba doesn't have a trade on 3, right? Or 4. He's got 56 territories to 10 for Mamba. Mamba gets the trade. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Can he clean it up? I mean, he's got to hit everything as quick as he can. And even then, there's a couple splits. He's got a couple 3s to hit. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight, man. Let's see. Does he get perfect rolls? How do you split here? He's going to get that at the end, I think. And not enough. He's got to jump across the portal. Okay, he's kind of given up on touching everything. He's not going to hit the portal on the left, so Jax has to add there specifically to get those over there. Or actually, no, he can go across the top there. Never mind. That was dumb. Yeah, he's going to be a little short of cleaning it up, and if Jax has a trade... Okay, Jax has the trade, man. We've seen him make some mistakes on pathing already, though, so let's see what he does here. Obviously, Mamba's 2 turns away from trading again, so it might not make a difference. I think we're going to see a win from Jax here, if I had to guess, but I thought Mamba had the game in the bag a couple turns ago, so... You want to make sure you break all the bonuses. I know you want to clean everything up, but... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. And that's going to do it. I think it's safe to update the scoreboard here with a Jax Wild win. Okay. Let's see if we can get these guys in VC to have a quick chat about what happened here, huh? Okay. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing there, Apes?
I'm all right. I didn't do anything all game. I just sat there, so.
Yeah, it was tough having only the +4 there. Kind of
I had nothing to go on, and then as soon as Mama put his troops down, I knew he was going to put his troops in the island behind, or whatever that's called. I knew I wasn't going to get anything else.
So we see. Let's see who else joins here. Got the Black Rain in here. Quarantine's in here, but he's muted. Let's see if we get the rest of the guys in here at all. All right, they're talking in chat. Because I'd like to start from the beginning with Dog Sergeant if he's available, but I don't know if he'll join or not.
Hello, hello.
Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, we got the whole crew here. Minus Dog Sergeant is not in here. Because I'd like to start there. So going into this game, how did you guys think it was going to play out as far as bonuses? Were you expecting people to go for 2 bonuses, or just were you okay with it because they were just kind of trying to even out the production?
I was expecting one like decent bonus, or like what I believe the Black Rain had, where he had a +4 and a +3 for just slightly better generation, but since he took, worse bonuses. And then when I saw +8 by Quarantine get taken, and then +10 by Dog Sergeant, I'm like, guys, the fuck are we doing in the middle of the board? And then I get him, Jax goes, attack pink, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's like, brother, I don't have positions anywhere near, and I'm not going to hit the most expensive territory he's got.
Yeah, I mean
I was just asking everybody.
Yeah, no, we
Not
absolutely.
to mention on the least generation, other than apes, of course.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
we were
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
figure
yeah.
out.
Sweetheart, we were in it together.
No, you had to put your troops down there in my island. I was like, okay, I take this one, maybe I can get the little island back down there, but no, you had to put all your troops down there.
My play was the island. I was like, oh, I get
You
2
had your
bonuses.
1 point hold, and yeah.
Well, so speaking.
I didn't have a 1 point hold. I got damn portals all over
Well,
me.
yeah, well, you had a portal in there too, but still.
So talking about taking bonuses, Jax. Apes
Yeah.
made it very clear he wanted to go for that second bonus, and you said no. Let me put this 19 here on this portal.
Well, yeah, it was too late at that point, but I figured I had 2 choices on that. And then I saw a way I could kill guard him where he's not really at risk of dying. Even though he wouldn't have the same generation, we're late in the game anyway. So he had a double kill guard from Black and myself, so he's very unlikely to die, and that gives him a lot of advantage and equity in the game, even though he doesn't have another bonus. I was giving Mamba the option, because he was so insistent on that bonus, to go and get kill guarded on that little island as well. That was what I was telling you, Mamba, to attack my territory.
Yeah, I knew that, but I'm like, Apes wants that bonus, and
Yeah,
I know he wants
but
the bonus,
he's
so
not going to
I
hit both of us. He wasn't going to hit both of us, and he was double kill guarded after I did what I did, so it's accommodating everybody to some degree. That was the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
so
fair.
we saw Dog Sergeant. So Dog Sergeant had great lines on Quarantine, and he comes up with no trade on 4 and goes to 5 cards. Now, Black Rain, did you have any hesitation about going for him at all? Or, I mean, you have pretty clean lines, I think, on him.
Yeah, it was pretty clean.
Yeah,
So,
very,
not
very well
really.
done.
I really thought that I was going to have a 5 on that one that would protect me from quarantine, but then Abe said it. I didn't notice that he was trying to go for that bonus. And I thought that the kill that we had on him protected him enough, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh shit. That exposes me a little bit. I would have liked to have those 5 troops back, but
We're sitting there fighting, trying to get more generation like the rest of y'all. Y'all aren't paying any attention. We're like, we just want to catch up.
Yeah, at that point it wasn't that
well,
big a
I
deal.
felt like I also felt like Quarantine and I used a little bit of our generation to knock Dog Sergeant down. Like we each hit a stack
know,
of
Shaw,
a small stack of
I think turn
Well,
3, you guys had about 15 troops.
we
on the
actually-
Dog Sergeant in the player 1 and 2 position. It's like
I know-
you guys already got your set.
We were saying here on the broadcast that we were fans of how Black Rain and Quarantine played breaking Dog Sergeant, with Quarantine then putting his stack in that bonus as well, saying,
Yeah.
like, no, we're like, this is, don't retaliate. I don't want anyone getting too weak, but this is like you're not getting that +5. And we thought that was
I
a
think
great play by him. But then
I think that
Quarantine,
was very well played.
yeah, Quarantine, then you hit Black Rain down, right? When he went to 4 cards, you didn't have a trade on 4, and you kind of hit Black Rain down. Do you feel like you hit him maybe a little too much? Is okay. Oh, he's muted.
He's typing. He's typing.
Okay.
Can't use my mic right now.
Can't use my mic right now, but I didn't care. Fuck that guy.
Um, so at that point, I thought
Language is a little bit prude.
well, at that point I figured I guess Quarantine is just kind of going for a better position at that point, because he's going to die before his next turn most likely.
I think Quarantine's retaliation was warranted, although I don't think necessarily anybody was in the wrong. I think Black Rain hitting Quarantine made sense because if Quarantine does have the set on 4, I think sets were what, 40 or 45 at that point. There's a decent chance that he does go for your kill.
I
But
thought
in
the same
this
thing.
in
I thought
this
him breaking his
scenario,
bonuses there was a good plan. I
I
thought it
I
was.
I agree, and it just so
I
happened
mean,
that at the bottom Quarantine had 3 9s, so he had to hit a 9, which was quite costly in order to break him. But if he had known that Quarantine did not have a set on 4, he probably doesn't hit him there, and then Quarantine stays a bit stronger. I gotta say, props to Quarantine for not just suiciding in. I will say I was rooting
yeah,
for it.
I was really
I
scared.
was rooting for it. Um,
I
as
was
the
really
person that was
scared.
next in turn order, if he hits that 26, that game goes in my favor very much
Yeah,
so.
I was
Um,
thumbs downing him in the alliance chat. Don't hit him anymore.
I was close to throwing up my gun in the air and but last time I did that, Dog Sergeant gave me a thumbs down, so I was hesitant.
I mean, it's not the play to full suicide almost ever. Like
Yeah,
logistically, you hope for the best on that map with the blizzards, as we saw in the end game. I missed path. Like it can happen. Like,
I was hoping you did it one more
Well,
time.
that
I mean,
was.
One more time.
we were all, and in the chat saw it too. We were just like, what the heck? Why did he lock that 50 stat? What is
Yeah,
what
I
is
well, I was
going on
thought
kill
here?
guarding
like
Mamba because I was pretty sure that.
Okay, so you were trying to kill guard him. We didn't see. I
Yeah,
didn't see it that way. We were just like, what the fuck is he doing? Why did he lock his stack in?
I kill guarded him so that if he had a set on, if he didn't have a set on 4, then it would be really hard for apes to kill him and win. If he does have a set on 4, the kill guard doesn't matter that much. Um, yeah, I don't know. It was an instinct play at the end when I realized that there was no way to actually kill Mamba. Like it was so close. It was so close when I was trying to chain, but it was
yeah.
like,
I was looking at it and I'm like, if you rolled like I did, getting the who did I kill? Was it Black? I think
Yeah,
I think I killed Black. If you rolled like I did, killing Black, you would have failed me because I rolled I think I rolled even or worse on everything.
I would have had to roll really, really, really well to get it. Like it would have, I would have had to have like high. Hitting your big stack, I would have had to gone really positive on that. If I
Yeah,
did, it was possible, but overall, I was like, does it increase my chances of winning to actually go for him here or not? I'm not sure it does.
you
Uh,
probably lose more than you gain, and then Apes' stacks are all open,
oh, he
so
just
then it's gonna be
wins.
tough.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
wins if I fail it. It's just over.
Well,
So I'm
ape.
like,
It looked like apes. You. I mean, did you think about going for that kill at all? I mean, I don't think you had it. Honestly, I
No,
think you were
I
about
thought
10,
about it. I
20
looked
troops
at it,
short.
but I didn't have enough to do because I put everything. I could put a couple and like on that 45, but I would have had to split that 45, whatever I put on it, like 2 or 3 times, and it would have been so close it wouldn't have mattered. So I was hoping just to survive,
Did you give
maybe
any
get
thought
second or
of
something. But
sending into white or anything, maybe,
I
or I
thought
mean
about it, but
red?
like
Excuse me.
I sent in anyone there. I didn't have enough, and then whoever went after me, because just turn order, I would have died either way. And then once Mamba hit me at the end, I knew I was dead because he was just
well,
feed me because there was nothing else. I didn't have it set on 3 anyway,
Yeah,
so
you
I
I
did
was
get
gonna
mean,
the
die.
two artillery
sitting wasn't a bad play necessarily because it's not for sure Mama goes for you and it's not going to set him in turn. He was just getting the bounty in second, but you don't know if he goes for that play or not. He might go for me, but
My issue there
he
is
didn't quite have me. He didn't
yeah.
have me.
Well, on top of that, my issue is I know I don't have you troop wise. I know I can't get you. I was doing the math and I'm like I'd
No,
have
you're
roll
not getting it.
so absurdly good, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Um,
you highly unlikely to
and
get it.
then I'm thinking, okay, if Apes has a set on 3, I don't like my position in this end game. But if
Right.
he doesn't have a set on 3, then I hate my position even more.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Because
because I
there's a
take
chance
him.
that you have a set on 4 and you just eat him.
Yeah.
And then I'm in a really bad spot where it's like, okay, now I've lost out on this possible bounty, and I know you locked your stack, so I know there's a decent chance that I can
Yeah.
somehow live. And
Right.
and I guess it ended up happening where you ended up locking the stack in the bottom,
Yeah.
which was
It can happen.
very yeah, it was in my favor for sure. And then I didn't roll too great on stacks,
You weren't
but
going to get it, I don't think, on that run.
man,
But
if I lost
it's
less on that
possible with
stack
the
and I
right
got to
dice.
hold some bonuses, I tell you what.
Well, I didn't let you hold bonuses, fortunately.
Well, that's why I didn't have enough troops to stop you from breaking me. That's the key.
Well,
No
so
kidding.
yeah,
But
it was a fun end game to watch for
it was
sure.
very close.
You
Yeah, I
like to
mean,
see that
because of
back
that
and
one
forth.
mistake. That one mistake was, I don't think it was a mistake to kill guard Mamba with the big stack. And it also incentivized him to go ahead and take second in the bounty. And not that I was quite thinking that far ahead, but that was just an instinct play.
Yeah,
I did make the one mistake of not just hitting off that portal and keeping the stack on it in that Leaf Island. I forgot that it didn't connect
yeah.
for a split second in the middle of that run. That pathing is a little tricky on that map sometimes
Oh
with
yeah.
those. Uh, so that was definitely a mistake. I did make some good plays. I think it was the right play not going for Mamba. I think that was a good play. And then that first time when I was chaining, and I had it all set up, I set it up perfectly to do it, but troops wise, it just wasn't quite for sure. I was overall okay with my play. I really don't like that one bad play there. But I think Mamba made the right play in taking yellow there. I think that was his best play, and he still had a chance to win, as we saw.
Yeah, it came down to
Seems
less than
very
10
well
troops in the
played
end.
overall.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
unfortunately, we saw a couple no trades on 4 really screw a couple players over.
Of
You
course,
hate to see that, but
it always happens.
well played by everyone for the most part here, and fun end game.
Uh,
But we are
I had
going.
more I
Oh,
had more commentary on the quarantined deal.
sure, what's going on?
Mamba likes to take over the Mamba likes to take over the discussion and not let anyone else talk.
My fault. My fault.
So my mindset there was it probably wasn't super worth it kill, but I was trying to get a kill early. I didn't want the game to go forever because I was playing on my phone. Um, and so part of it was I hit quarantined because I figured that if he didn't, even if he didn't have a set on 4, getting those extra troops puts him in a position where he can kill me, especially after Apes hit my 5 and knocked me out of the bottom. So my goal was to cut off little bit of generation, and then I also purposely locked my troops, kind of to indicate that I wasn't going to try to kill him the next round or my next turn up, because the only way that I have the troops to kill him is if he opens me up. I felt like we were in a position where Mamba probably didn't have his kill. He might not have mine, so that's kind of what I was thinking is make it so that we both survive to the later game, but try not to die myself. So
Yeah, I think
obviously he didn't see it that way, and I can't blame him. I would have been mad if I didn't have a set on 4 and somebody hit my bonuses as well. So
yeah, I think unfortunately, even if I didn't have you, Jax had both of you, which is why I felt like I had to do something. Because I think Jax eats the entire board after that sequence of events. Because he has what 112 troops at the time, and he's got a 60 on a portal with a 20 at the top to go hit things. I mean, he
Yeah.
was in as good of a position as he could have wanted.
Yep. I was quite happy.
Well, all right. Well, listen, that was
I almost went for black or purple. I almost went for purple when I made that trade on turn 8. God, it was so close, but it was like I don't know. It was definitely failable, and it was really tight. So I don't know. It was probably a 50-50 shot or something.
well, it was a good
I
game by
was rooting for
everybody.
you.
We're gonna cut the interview portion now because I got to get going. I appreciate you guys coming in after to talk about the game, though. Good game. Well played to everyone. Thank you.
GG's,
Of course.
guys.
GG's,
GG's,
everybody.
guys. Yeah, for sure.
Good luck in the next.
All right, there you have it. We're going to cut that there. We're going to cut the broadcast, probably rate out to someone here. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Our next game is tomorrow at 14 UTC. That's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're in America or that side of the world. Let's see who's online. Who are we going to rate here? We have a few players. The only one I see right now is Pete. So let's start the raid. Let's raid Peter. Thanks for joining us, guys. Again, we're back on at 14 UTC tomorrow with our next game, Group 4. So looking forward to that. Some really good players, Lena Kitty, Zaraki, and whatnot. So we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Escape says Arnold is paced. Nice. And Red Pill. Wow. Escape the 4Z. Bruce says Pete's taking over from the Chelsea brothers with a no dumb question segment. I don't think there are ever any dumb questions, right? It's just like my focus tends to be very high level. We got a PRT raid. Holy shit. The professional risk takers have raided. Thank you, PRT. Thank you for the raid. Who was hosting? Lana Web says, I mean, let Green take the rest of people with the bonus. Everyone be generating the same. So yeah, if everyone's generating the exact same and they're trading, then they slightly generate me. Do you feel the risk devs actually listen to my ideas? No. No, they do not. General Dom, I know some default settings put a player at a disadvantage. What settings would you suggest changing? If you want to see the single dumbest design decision in this game, in my opinion, is this right here. This is the single stupidest design decision